Hey guys, Josie here, doing vlog 4, last one of our summer semester. So that's pretty exciting. So here we go. Alright, so now that I have the summer semester complete and I have only fall left, how do I feel? I'm ready to be done. But I'm excited to see what the surgery center has to offer. I've seen some pretty cool stuff at Monson, and I'm excited to see what's going to happen at the surgery center. Rate yourself from 1 to 10, 1 being very low skill, 10 being ready to graduate. I'd say like 6. Reflecting back on the first couple weeks, I think the way I approach things is a lot different. I was pretty timid and scared when I first started. I was, afraid to make the wrong move or do the wrong thing, and kind of afraid to. I didn't want people to be able to tell as a student because of the mistakes I was making. And now I think I've kind of gotten over that fear. I don't really walk on eggshells like I did. Like now I'll walk in the room, and even if it's a case that I haven't set up before, I haven't done, I'm like, all right, I'll scrub in, I'll set it up, you critique me, and we'll get through this. Just because I understand now that I'm not going to learn anything unless I jump in and I throw myself at it and make mistakes and learn from them. So I definitely can see a lot of changes in myself and the way I've been completing procedures. So it's a cool thing to see how much information you retain and the knowledge you have afterwards. I'm pretty happy with how this semester went. What cases do you feel particularly strong in, and where do you think you need some work? Strong urology. General, I'm pretty strong in. I think that most of the cases I get scrub ones on. I think like the dirty clean, I normally like to have a lot of help. Not necessarily like scrub help, but tip wise on how to set up and how to do things, just because I don't want to contaminate, because it's very easy to do that. So those ones I'm a little iffy on. I usually get a second scrub on those, but I would say 90% of the general cases I am very strong. And ones that I need, urology I'm pretty strong in. Let me think, what other ones am I strong in? GYN, I think I can do most of those cases. Let's see. Plastics, I'm okay with plastics. There's a lot of instruments that I'm not sure of. Same with ortho. It's really hard as a student to fully understand it, because there are so many nicknames and different ways that each surgeon does it. So, I mean, I've done a very good job of um, retaining a lot of the information that I've done and taking it with me to the next case. So, my plastics and orthos, I've been pleasantly pleased with how I've done, but there's definitely a lot of work needed. I need to just scrub more of those cases because there's a lot of times where it just goes so fast. Like in ortho, it goes so fast that it doesn't have time to, you don't have time to sit there and think about it and understand quite fully why you're doing the step you're doing. They ask for it, you have to pass it off as quick and as quick as you can. And so it's kind of hard to learn the steps as you go on, why they're doing it in the process, because your main thought is just getting the instrument off your back table and onto the field. I mean, my plastics, I actually really enjoy plastic cases. There's just a lot of instruments that I like. The forceps, there's a ton. Scissors, they're very particular about their scissors and very particular about their forceps. A lot of their like curettes, they're pretty particular about, and they call them by these names, and every single one of them has their own name, and most of them are almost identical. So I think that's going to take a lot of time and a lot of practice, which I don't mind because I really like plastic cases. But I definitely could use some work on those. What has been your favorite part about this clinical rotation and your least favorite portion? My favorite part is seeing different approaches by different surgeons in the same specialty. I think it's pretty cool, like neuro, doing like laminectomies, discectomies. I think it's really cool, like fusions, to see how one surgeon does it and the other one does. They do steps sometimes opposite, or one will use this instrument and one absolutely hates it and doesn't even want it in the room. Like, so it's pretty cool to see how they do things differently. And the same with like general surgeons. A lot of them have particular ways of suturing and what they suture with, and using a tacker for mesh instead of suturing it in place. So, I mean, I think it's cool to see that because you learn a lot of the reasoning behind it, which I think is pretty helpful. Helps you get a better overall understanding of the procedure. So, and another favorite part is just seeing the surgery. Like, it's still amazing to me, and I don't think I'll ever get tired of it because, I mean, it's just like magic in there to be able to come in and you're deathly ill and you leave and you're brand spanking new, and so it's a really cool thing to be a part of. My least favorite part my least favorite part, 6:30 in the morning's hard. It's gonna take some getting used to. And another least favorite part, a lot of the preceptors, not a lot, I wouldn't say a lot, and I wouldn't say half, I'd say like 30%, really aren't good teachers. And they probably shouldn't be preceptors. I mean, and not that they're like awful and you don't learn anything. Yeah, you learn stuff, but compared to other people, you can just tell which ones want to be there teaching you and which ones want to help you. And so that's definitely something that I'm not a fan of. Where is your confidence level at? I'll go into surgery and I'll scrub and I'll do the best I can, but I know I have work that needs to be done on most of the cases, so I'd say I'm so-so. Um, what is something you are dying to conquer? Dying to conquer. I think I would. So yesterday I did Wednesday and Thursday I did 5 totals, and by the fourth and fifth one I was doing about 80% of the case on my own. Um, and so I just can't wait until I can do one on my own and be able to tell myself, so you can do it. Here you are doing this on your own. I think that'll be a great day for me because I did not like ortho in the beginning. I was not a fan of it. I did not want to go anywhere near it. I dreaded going to ortho. And now I'm like, please give me all the ortho I can get because I love power. I love screwdrivers. I love saws. And so I just think I'm very excited to see some more ortho. What case are you waiting to see in your next rotation? Ortho. What are your expectations going to semester 2? I expect to be able to get a lot of S1s. Obviously, and then neuro, well, we won't see that at the surgery center. The plastics and the ortho I'm gonna need some help with because those are a little more complicated cases, but I expect to be able to, when I graduate, be able to scrub one in most of the cases and all the specialties. I don't really remember the goals I had for the last one. I think it was to get more S1s. I've gotten a lot of S1s the last couple of weeks, so I'm pretty excited on how well I've done, and I think that I've met most of the goals that I've set. Like especially, I think I have like 120 cases. And so I told myself I wanted to see a lot of cases and scrub first, and most of them since the last time we did a vlog. And so I think most of those cases have been scrub ones. So, well, I take that back because I was in neuro a couple days and I was just in ortho. So, with the like general cases and some of the plastic ones, I've gotten scrub ones. So, I'm pretty happy about that. My goals for next semester, like I mentioned earlier, I'd like to get some S1s in totals. Like I hope I can do some totals over there and get some S1s in there, and definitely plastic cases, which I know that we're going to get a lot of plastics over there, so I'm pretty excited about that. But I just want to be able to get a lot of S1s just because I think that you're only going to learn if you're doing the case mostly by yourself. So, yeah, those are my plans, and I guess you guys will catch me in the next vlog. See ya!